this is a Quilt As You Go project. This little table runner, it's basic, but it's cute. It's little Christmas trees, and we already did a video on how to make the Christmas tree with the mini tree template set. I'm going to show you how to turn those trees into something very useful that you will actually like to have in your home, okay? So we start with the Christmas trees themselves. Yeah, I think that'll all fit on the screen. I made 4 trees. I made 2 out of green and 2 out of red. Now the fabrics will be listed in the description of this video if you want to use the exact same fabric. So what I decided to do was alternate them. So I'm going to lay them out like this, pointing in different directions. And I want to turn this into a table topper and quilt it as I go. And how do I do that? Well, I do that by cutting some batting and cutting a backing fabric to make all this work. Now, I did not use a pattern for this. I did this myself, and I'm going to tell you how I did it as well. Since these trees measure out at 6 by 9, I know that 4 trees that are 6 inches wide is going to be 24 inches, right? Now, you have to keep in mind, though, that when you're lining 4 pieces up, each of these intersections, you're going to lose a 1/2 inch. You're going to lose a 1/4 inch seam allowance here and a 1/4 there. 1/4 here, 1/4 there, same thing. So every one of these seams loses a 1/2 inch, right? So 24 minus the 1.5 inches comes out to 22.5 inches long. That's how long I need my batting piece to be. And I know my trees are 9 inches, so it's 22.5 by 9. You can see that I have cut a piece of batting here that measures exactly 22.5 by 9. Now, the backing fabric, you choose yourself. I'm choosing the same green as one of the trees, and keep in mind that whatever backing fabric you choose on a Quilt As You Go project, that will also end up as the border around the finished project. So I like this green. I think it works well with this project. So I cut a piece of fabric. Now, the size of this, the size of your backing will be exactly 2 inches larger than your batting. So while I had 9 by 22.5, I'm going to add 2 inches. It is now 11 by 24.5. That's how you measure out Quilt As You Go, okay? Now, I drew a line right down the center. This is just a way that I prefer to start in the center and work out, but you don't have to do that. You can start right here on the edge and line your first one up and start stitching. But I want you to know that this center line is not the exact center between 2 pieces. No, this center line represents the stitching line. So I'm going to move this guy over just a 1/4 inch so it covers that line, because that will be my stitching line. So when I lay this over here and I stitch a 1/4 inch here and open it up, I'm going to be in perfect shape, because then I can take this one, stitch it here, open it up, and same with this side, right? So I have done that for you. Let me get rid of these for now. And what it starts to look like, I'm going to turn it around so it's actually in the same direction as what we were doing, is see when I fold these open, these are already stitched down. I have stitched along between these. I have stitched along here. You can see that. I'm just pressing this open. I'm going to take my last piece, stitch it down here, and open that up. Then I'm really in good shape, and I need to talk about the border, right? Borders are really easy in Quilt As You Go. In fact, it's probably my favorite part of the process. So all these borders are going to be folded up once in half and then a second time over the edge of the project. You see that? And I just do a top stitching line around that. I have done that with this first row because that's very simple and it doesn't take a lot of explanation. I have top stitched along here, but I want you to know that my top stitching did not start at the very end. My top stitching starts just inside this batting edge, maybe 1/8 inch. So I started stitching here and I stopped right here. It's time to turn a corner. So this is what I want you to really see. I turn this corner. This will be my next piece to do. I'm going to pull these pins out just so you can see. When you get to your first corner, you are going to take this edge and you are going to fold it in on a 45-degree angle. Then you can fold your fabric over and press it, and you can fold your fabric over and press it again. This, my friends, will be a nice metered corner, and that's what you want. So when I stitch this piece here, I'm going to start here on this end. I will finish at the mitered edge. Then I'm going to rotate again. I'm going to fold this corner in, do the same thing, and do the same thing. It's really, really very simple. And I just love that immediately you have a quilted project. You can put this anywhere, put it on your kitchen island, put it wherever you like. I think it's beautiful. It's a great Christmas project, and it's easy for a beginner to try out. So I hope you will do this one. I hope you will like us and subscribe to us. And as always, happy sewing.